Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourself, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra and important anniversaries. A spiritual and historical insight of 27 December 2024, Friday. Bengali date 11 Post 1431. As per Benimadopsil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Dadoshi and up to full day. Today's Nakshatra is Visakha Nakshatra and up to 2021 hours, and after that Anuradha Nakshatra. Today is 362nd day of the year. There are then 4 days left in 2024. Today is 52nd Friday of 2024. Today is International Day of Epidemic Preparedness. The International Day of Epidemic Preparedness is an international day that encourages every individual, every institution, and every government to observe the International Day annually in an appropriate manner and in accordance with national context and priorities through education and awareness raising activities in order to highlight the importance of the prevention of preparedness for and partnership against epidemics. The United Nations General Assembly designated December 27 as the International Day of Epidemic Preparedness in its resolution on December 7, 2020. Today's birth anniversary of Mr. Johannes Kepler, 7 December 1571 to 15th November 1630. Johannes Kepler was a German astronomer, mathematician, astrologer, natural philosopher, and writer on music. He is a key figure in the 17th century scientific revolution, best known for his laws of planetary motion and his books Astronomia Nova, Harmonis Mundi, and Epitome Astronomy Copernicus, influencing among others Isaac Newton, providing one of the foundations for his theory of universal gravitation. The variety and impact of his work made Kepler one of the founders and fathers of modern astronomy, the scientific method, natural and modern science. He has been described as the father of science fiction for his novel Somnium. Kepler was a mathematics teacher at a seminary school in Graz, where he became an associate of Prince Hans Ulrich von Eggenberg. Later he became an assistant to the astronomer Tycho Brahe in Prague, and eventually the imperial mathematician to Emperor Rudolf II and his two successors, Matthias and Ferdinand II. He also taught mathematics in Linz and was an advisor to General Wallenstein. Additionally, he did fundamental work in the field of optics, being named the father of modern optics, in particular for his Astronomia Pars Optica. He also invented an improved version of the refracting telescope, the Keplerian telescope, which became the foundation of the modern refracting telescope, while also improving on the telescope designed by Galileo Galilei, who mentioned Kepler's discoveries in his work. Kepler lived in an era when there was no clear distinction between astronomy and astrology, but there was a strong division between astronomy, a branch of mathematics within the liberal arts, and physics, a branch of natural philosophy. Kepler also incorporated religious arguments and reasoning into his work, motivated by the religious conviction and belief that God had created the world according to an intelligible plan that is accessible through the natural light of reason. Kepler described his new astronomy as celestial physics, as an excursion into Aristotle's metaphysics, and as a supplement to Aristotle's on the heavens, transforming the ancient tradition of physical cosmology by treating astronomy as part of universal mathematical physics. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Mirza Ghalib, 27 December 1797 to 15th February 1869. Mirza Asadullah Beg Khan, also known as Mirza Ghalib, was an Indian poet. He was popularly known by the pen names Ghalib and Asad. His honorific was Dabir ul Mulk Najamuddullah, During his lifetime, the already declining Mughal Empire was eclipsed and displaced by the British East India Company rule and finally deposed following the defeat of the Indian Rebellion of 1857. These are described through his work. He wrote in both Urdu and Persian, although his Persian Divan body of work is at least 5 times longer than his Urdu Divan. His fame rests on his poetry in Urdu. Today, Ghalib remains popular not only in the Indian subcontinent but also among the Hindustani diaspora around the world. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Louis Pasteur, 27 December 1822 to 28 September 1895. Louis Pasteur was a French chemist, pharmacist, and microbiologist renowned for his discoveries of the principles of vaccination, microbial fermentation, and pasteurization, the last of which was named after him. His research in chemistry led to remarkable breakthroughs in the understanding of the causes and prevention of diseases, which laid down the foundations of hygiene, public health, and much of modern medicine. Pasteur's works are credited with saving millions of lives through the development of vaccines for rabies and anthrax. He is regarded as one of the founders of modern bacteriology and has been honored as the father of bacteriology, father of microbiology, together with Robert Koch. The latter epithet also attributed to Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. Pasteur was responsible for disproving the doctrine of spontaneous generation. Under the auspices of the French Academy of Sciences, his experiment demonstrated that in sterilized and sealed flasks, nothing ever developed. Conversely, in sterilized but open flasks, microorganisms could grow. For this experiment, the Academy awarded him the Alhumbert Prize, carrying 2500 francs in 1862. Pasteur is also regarded as one of the fathers of germ theory of diseases, which was a minor medical concept at that time. His many experiments showed that diseases could be prevented by killing or stopping germs, thereby directly supporting the germ theory and its application in clinical medicine. He is best known to the general public for his invention of the technique of treating milk and wine to stop bacterial contamination, a process now called pasteurization. He also made significant discoveries in chemistry, most notably on the molecular basis for the asymmetry of certain crystals and resmization. Early in his career, his investigation of sodium ammonium tartrate initiated the field of optical isomerism. This work had a profound effect on structural chemistry, with eventual implications for many areas, including medicinal chemistry. He was the director of the Pasteur Institute, established in 1887, until his death, and his body was interred in a vault beneath the institute. Although Pasteur made groundbreaking experiments, his reputation became associated with various controversies. Historical reassessment of his notebook revealed that he practiced deception to overcome his rivals. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Gustave Eiffel, 15 December 1832 to 27 December 1923. Alexandre Gustave Eiffel was a French civil engineer, a graduate of École Centrale des Arts et Manufactures. He made his name with various bridges for the French railway network, most famously the Garabit Viaduct. He is best known for the world-famous Eiffel Tower, designed by his company and built for the 1889 Universal Exposition in Paris, and his contribution to building the Statue of Liberty in New York. After his retirement from engineering, Eiffel focused on research into meteorology and aerodynamics, making significant contributions in both fields. Thank you very much for your patience.